Welcome guys to my fourth video of the channel. Today we'll be doing some more shipcraft. Today I'll be featuring my best battleship and technically the only battleship I've built off the top of my head. So this is the USS Liberty. This is a very, very OP battleship. Technically, she's like an armored machine gun. She has tons of these guns, I think about 60 maybe. And they shoot really fast at a very long range. So any ships that are within its range are gonna literally get torn up. The ship's also mounted with some good anti-aircraft weaponry. She's loaded with it, especially when these guns are also anti-aircraft guns as well, high precision. We have a flight deck here holding at least up to 38 Japanese bombers. This can also carry up to 38 fighters of any kind as well. Can hold anything technically. She is also equipped with up to 16 tomahawks, so she can do a lot of damage from a long range. And then up close, which is the worst thing a person could possibly do, is get their ship anywhere near the ship, which once the ship is at a minimum of 10 kilometers, I think, I don't know, but once they're in less than 10 kilometers, they'll have to go up against these torpedo tubes. Forget notifications being spamming. Annoying. Anyways, so if you're very close by to this ship, at least 10 kilometers, you're gonna have to put up with these torpedoes, and that ain't good. So the ship's well built and all that. She has good horsepower. She's got good armor. Down here, like, the majority of the center part of the ship is 400 millimeter, but from everything above and then from bow to stern is 600 millimeter armor, which is the best kind you could possibly get in this game. So this ship's pretty much been presumably built to its best without having to spend money. Keep in mind that this game you could spend up to $100 and get $3,100,000 gold. Alright, my English is really terrible today. To make a copy of this ship, that's how much it costs. That's a lot. Like, let's look back at how much it would cost to get 3 million. That much. That's like $300 to build this monster. We'll go over the Valkyrie maybe later on, but for right now, we're just going to do a whole bunch of missions with the USS Liberty, demonstrate her power. Even though this may be a waste of time, might as well. So, see, one blast of her gun just did all that. One shot, and that was like all the bow guns except for the giant ones. That one's killed easily. Yeah, a lot of these ships have like paper armor at first, but like eventually they'll improve. Transport fleet is nothing. Like, since we got aircrafts and stuff, it's not gonna be too hard, because any ships that survive or are not sunk will technically just get bombed. it's a breeze, really, because, like, they're well within torpedo range. I got wrecked instantly. Here comes our next duel. This one's also very easy. Submarines in this game are awful because, like, they don't last. Their armor's like glass, literally. It doesn't take much effort to break them, even though they have like 600mm armor on them. But like, they're just terrible subs and stuff. I don't use them in this game because they're just so bad. Oh yeah, my ship's OP and it's like a one shot, like, of all the bow guns and that thing's gone, but like, still, like, even when I had a small crappy destroyer, like, I could literally sink that ship without effort. You just had to dodge the torpedoes and you'll be fine, which it wasn't hard. 5 kilometers is how far the torpedoes could possibly go in that game, so it's not really hard at all. Okay, so guess we took care of the Maritime Fortress, so now we just do the 5th duel. Iron Duke is like a breeze. Now, even though the ships are becoming more armored, they still don't stand a chance. Their guns are not very good, so they can't shoot far enough to actually hit my ship. Even if they could shoot my ship, they can't even do crap. Their shells don't do a whole lot of damage at all, and it won't end well for them at all. Wait, I already did naval battle. Okay. Yeah, these ships don't stand a chance. So, this one also uses. You got the aircrafts and the bombers. They do a lot of damage, especially against subs. They just gotta be close to the surface, and like the bombs will obliterate them. I'm either wrong on this, or I don't know. The sub could be just plunging deeper. It's sometimes what happens in this game mode. Eventually the ship just despawns because it falls out of the world or something. Yeah, it has to be falling out of the world right now. Yep. Because you can only go so deep in this game. Night battle. Also a lot of nothing. That thing got obliterated by torpedoes. The Normandy here, this thing ain't gonna last. The Kong, it's not gonna really stay long, to be honest. Accuracy of those guns are terrible. It wasn't even anywhere near my ship. Now, when it comes to aircraft gears in this game, please, like, if you're gonna battle another player in this game and you're using an aircraft carrier, you better have some good guns on that thing. Not to mention good armor. Because if you don't, and this player has a battleship, you're screwed. Now, I faced against like one guy in this game called Comrade or Albert or something. Like, he makes some very, very good and enormous sized battleships, and well, I was fighting against him with the battleship and he destroyed my battleship against his, not surprisingly, because his ships are like huge and fully armored. But then when it came to his aircraft carrier, he almost sunk my ship, but he lost still because his ship was an aircraft carrier, not a battleship. Obviously, there's a big difference between the two because the battleship has more guns. Aircraft carrier has just a ton of aircrafts and not as good anti-ship guns. In many cases, it's kind of why I just use this map design, because at least you have a ton of anti-aircraft guns and you can shoot at what you want to shoot at and not have to worry about missing much. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, okay, I was confused for a second. So, yeah, the Enterprise here I bought in the game. Gold, Valkyrie I built. It looks like a battleship, but to me it's more of a destroyer, just supersized with bigger guns. I know he's behind there, but I'm just deploying my Tomahawks to see if I can get him and then send some aircrafts. Already sunk. No effort. Operation Rhine. That's gonna be a breeze. Here, it's just size-wise, it could be considered a battleship, but it's not compared to the Liberty. Also, because this ship, it has more armor to it and stuff. This ship right here is built to go into more up-close stuff. So it has a bunch of torpedoes on it and stuff, so that way when it comes to combat, it could quickly sneak up to a ship and torpedo it and do a lot of damage. It has some decent anti-aircraft weaponry too. It's British guns, double barrel. They have good range to it, better than the Liberties, but not as good as the turret things here. As you can see, the Bismarck has already been destroyed. Oh, this ship. Now things are going to start getting interesting, because now you're going to see how quick it takes for me to destroy the Yamato. Right now it's getting machine gunned and gone. Already. It doesn't take much effort. Missions like this. It maybe I'll range out my big guns, but not the Tomahawks. For an air base, you do not want to put up with those, because otherwise you are done. Air bases in this game are obviously never going to be used against multiplayer because you're just a sitting duck and you have less control over your air base than you would for a ship. Just for common sense for anyone who may play this game. Now we go against the Yamato. Ships like mine would be best in this because they have a lot of guns, they have more power, they have the best armor, they're layered with armor, and they have good engine power. I'm just gonna hit it with tomahawks to try to see if I can damage its engine, slow it down, because sometimes it goes like super fast. Even though my ship can easily go faster than it and outrun the ship itself, I still want to slow it down to get some better hits. The tomahawks. Get anywhere from this. Just like that, it's gone. The ship barely took any damage. Barely. This one's gonna be easy. Now this mission, it's nothing really, like, it's not gonna destroy my ship, it can't do anything. I could literally let all the aircrafts come at my ship and not do a thing about it. And they still can't. Then the final mission is the multi-stage airbase, which I'm just gonna let the aircrafts come. Launch one missile. When the aircrafts come in against this ship, it's like freaking deep because they're getting turreted everywhere. They got all kinds of crap to cope with. They can't really do crap about it. The only thing they could possibly do is damage my engines and hopefully slow me down, but like at this point it's not possible because I still have Japanese aircrafts on me. So even if all my engines were down, I could send in the bombers and they could finish off that base. But eventually, it won't be immediate, but technically the base will be screwed. Goodbye. It's really easy. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. I guess one more thing to do is just go against almost all the battleships I have. First, because this thing's bringing the most damage. Heck out of here. Tell the Enterprise to shut its mouth and stop sending aircrafts. Tell the Mikasa to just die because it's not doing anything. Tell the King George can get the heck out of American soil. Norris can just go commit suicide right now for all I care. Bismarck can just go rock. How sad. Bismarck is already failing at keeping herself alive. We're eventually gonna sink that ship because there's no way it can survive my battleship at this point. You have no good engines and stuff, but like I still have aircrafts and the Bismarck. I mean, honestly, like that ship is just garbage. Like I don't know why they call it a super battleship because that thing is nothing. Like I've seen many good battleships and I've seen many bad, but out of all, the Bismarck is terrible. It's the best German battleship, but it's not the best battleship at all. It's not a good ship at all. Again, like aircraft's going after Bismarck and just bomb it. It's anti-aircraft defense and stuff is awful, so there's no way it can really fight off the bombers, especially with its German anti-aircraft guns being short-ranged, so they can't really do a good job against some dive bombers that could get them easily. And at this point, like, by now, like, their decks have to be underwater or something, so they can't really survive this. Bismarck is a terrible battleship. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, if you of course liked it, and if you want to help out, get this channel off its feet and help make the channel grow and improve so these videos aren't poor quality, then subscribe, do whatever you can. I don't really care. You pretty much get the whole drill. So, well, I hope you guys have a good day and see you eventually. Goodbye.